Newsflash, Space Station Silicon Valley is back after 1,000 years lost in space. Professor Cheese and a platoon of Space Marines are feared dead after their last transmission. It is suspected that the robotic animals have taken control of the space station. World President Mrs. Frank Bloke has sent Dan Danger and Evo, Heroes for Hire. The fate of the world is in their hands. Sleep tight and good night. Hey, and welcome back to my new Let's Play. This is Space Station Silicon Valley. Let's get started. I've absolutely loved this game ever since I first played it and lucked out as a kid, and on one of my birthdays got the money to buy it. I was completely just sold on the cover alone, which is something that most people these days, most youngins these days, probably don't understand what that's like completely. I know we still have that like movie poster or game cover or something that's like gonna grab our attention, but for the most part, before the game is even, like when the title of the game is announced, like you can get pretty much the entire information of the game. So we're gonna go ahead and start a new game right here. So yeah, we got Dan Danger and Evo. They're on their way to the space station. Remember, Evo, stay alert. I'm on a mission. It's a good thing that sign's there. I'm turning right. Try turning right. It's a good thing that sign is there that tells you where the space station is, considering it was lost in space. But he kind of went in a different direction. This music stinks. I'm changing it. Hey, that's hip music for Groove Catch. You just don't dig it. God, who hasn't been in the car driving when this happens? Somebody's trying to mess with your radio and you're just like, leave it alone. You're like knocking them all around. Then an asteroid's in your way and they just punch you because you're driving, and that makes the most sense to knock you out. Who hasn't been in that situation? I mean, I probably counted it like 5 times. Oh, what do we got here? We got a dog, got a sheep. Dog's name's Roger. Sheep's name is Flossie. They're not standing in the most advantageous position. Evo's trying to eject. It's a little too late for that, bud. See, their little romantic rendezvous, they put a speaker out there for them to listen to some good music. Oh no! Roger! Well, it looks like they made it out with no issues. It's good for them. Oh, what? I guess he shouldn't have been laying on that eject button too hard. I guess Evo's body's gone. It's just a microchip. And now we're starting the first mission. Smashing start. Oh, my head. Sheesh, what a landing. Evo, do as I say and we might just get out of this mess alive. Oh, and if we're going to repair you, we'll need as many of those purple power cells as possible. You really don't. Like that. Those are just collectibles. They're not really that important. It's for points in the level. So we need to get an energy cell and we need to get a sheep. So the way this game works is Evo is a microchip, as you could see. These animals are robotics, animatronics. And so what you do is you have to basically just go and do different, like with different animals to get different things achieved. They have different stats, as you can see. The first time you pick one up, it tells you the stats. The A button is to float and hop. The B button is just to baa. It tells you there are different types of like stats as far as like armor and stuff goes. So this one's special ability is it can float. Every time there's a teleporter after you get all the achieved like objectives done, it opens up. And that's the end of the first level. Like I said in Kirby's Dream Course, I'm going to explain why trying to get 100% in this game is pointless. That's because this game is glitched, and the souvenirs on every level that you get, they're like little gold trophies. There are some souvenirs that you literally just clip through and you can't pick them up, so it's pointless. No reason trying. Have a nice day. Oi! Hungry sheep are on the loose. Round them up fast. Use the electricity fence, or the electric fence, whichever you want to use, to keep them in their pen. Hey, the scanner shows a mouse with wheels in this zone. Use it to reach the exit. Get 4 sheep in the pen, find the mouse with the wheels. Probably won't read every single one of these mission descriptions every time, but I'll leave it on screen long enough that if you want to pause it, you can. So there's 2 ways to get the sheep in the pen. You can do it the old-fashioned sheep herding dog way, and just like once they're in there, I don't think they come back out. You can do that, or you can like ace it out and carry it on your back, but I think I'm going to do it the humane way and just, you know, guide it into the pen. No reason to ace it out, not yet. It's not time for mutton and lamb chops. So that's 3 out of 4. The 4th one is actually over here. And as you can imagine, because this is the N64, the camera is pretty bad. It's what we had in the day. The thing that's really stupid about it is it does that thing that like a lot of developers used to do in older games, where they make the camera turn to the right if you press it to the left, and then if you press it to the right, it turns it to the left, which is alright, don't test my patience, lamb. There we go. So, you know, like in Wind Waker, I don't know about if it's like that on the Wii U, where they did the update, you know, the whatever you call it, update, the HD edition. Like, I don't know if that's if it's the same, but on the GameCube it's like that, where if you move this control stick to the left, it looks right, and if you turn it to the right, it looks left. I don't know why they ever did that. So we're gonna swap over here into this mouse. This mouse is called a racing mouse. It's got a speed booster and a tail attack, poor water resistance, which means it takes damage in water. It has very light armor. It's very weak. It takes a lot of damage, so you don't really want to like waste time. Like, this is one of those animals that if like you have to fight something, you want to get in, do your damage, and get out. So you want to get in, attack, and get out. You don't want to waste time. Oh my god, this is bad. Well, you know, I just had to show you what happened if you got in the water. You know how it is. Business as usual. I've got to demonstrate these things for you guys. If you ever get the ability to play this game, which I don't know how you would, because like I said in Kirby's Dream Course, I highly doubt they're going to remake it, or I would be surprised if they brought it to the Switch Virtual Console. But yeah, so if you ever played it, you know, just avoid the water if you're the mouse. So, on to the next level. These levels are not all this short. Like, you have 4 sections of I think about 10 levels, and the first couple levels in each one is like super short and sweet and to the point, but then like they start getting longer by the time you get to the end of the section. So we're going to deactivate the big machine, deactivate the electric fence, and get something soft and fluffy. You can read the other thing up there if you want to. Now we're going to move on. Right. So each level is just like a little playground you run around and do stuff in. You know, sometimes you don't always start the level with the animal that you finished it with, because they kind of have like a like each level's got to be started with like a specific animal, and then like sometimes it's the animal that you sometimes it is the animal that you finished the last level with. Sometimes it's a completely different animal. I don't know why they change it or what they do with that. I don't think this was the machine I needed to turn off. I guess it was. Silly me, you know. So now we just need to get something soft and fluffy. Can't go this way. Of course, you may have noticed, because the animals are animatronic and robotic, they can get kind of zany. They get pretty zany. But, okay, there's a fox. Do I need that fox? I mean, I probably might as well get it just for the sake of, like, you know, showing it off. Man, I wish the camera would zoom out. Like, it's way too close for my comfort. So, I'm going to demonstrate, like, this is one of those ones where it's like, get in, do your damage, get out. Because you saw how much health it took, just like... I gotta go find some health. If I don't, like, I'm a dead mouse. Of course, I already had some damage done because I fell in the water. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this fox just for the sake of like saying that we did, because, you know, showing off the different ones. Oh my god, did you see that? I might not waste my time with this fox. Unless I can find some more health. But, oh, dead. Well, we're doing this level over. Had to demonstrate what it looked like when you died. There was some health there. But, like, every time you die, Dan will do a different, you know, animation. I probably will show you all of them by the end, just by the virtue of, you know, how easy it is to die in this game sometimes. When you're stuck with this little mouse, like, you can get overwhelmed pretty quickly. So, you know, second verse, same as the first. Camera all of a sudden decided to lock behind the mouse, so it makes things a little crazy. Like, the controls in this game are very slippery. They're very, very, very slippery. And of course, it changes depending on which animal you've got. So any animal that has wheels like this is like very slippery and crazy to control. But each animal has like a different, you know, mode of transportation. Like, some have legs, some have wheels. Like, there's at least one that has a track, if that makes any sense, like a tread. So I am not gonna waste my time trying to deal with those fox. We're just gonna come over here. I'm gonna snatch up a sheep, and that should be the teleporter. And I think we just go back around. It doesn't always show you where the teleporter is. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but we're gonna go to the mission brief because I've got everything done. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have one thing left. That TV screen just shows you the stats of the animal you have. So if you had the stats of that animal, like you know, when you first grab the animal, you get like the stats. So they show you that again from that TV screen. So in case you forgot, you know, what it does, you can do it like that. There's really nothing to do. I know there's one secret animal on this level, but it's not necessary to have it. It's one of the ones in the thumbnail. I think that was it in the water right there, maybe. I can't tell, it's too blurry. We'll eventually get it, you know, at some point. So we'll go to the battery farm. Raise the bridge section, grow some carrots, switch off the electric fence. Got to do a little platforming here. See what I was saying? Like, I didn't finish that level with the mouse. I did it with the sheep. Oh, darn it. The mouse controls like it's on ice. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, I think I want this ram. It's really easy to walk circles around the ram, but those fox were really messing me up. As you can probably see in the lower left-hand corner, you've got the green and the blue. The green and the blue is like, you know, A and B button, and they'll have like their ability is tied to that. So we got the headbutt, we've got the jump, water resistance is good, medium armor, medium strength, or light armor, medium mass, medium armor, that kind of, well, you know what I mean, whatever. It's better than the mouse for certain things, basically. The sheep follow me because they, you know, they just do. But they're not smart enough to jump. So I think I actually need a sheep to get across there. Alright, Bessie. It's time to go to pasture. And we got to be really careful here because of that yellow blob over there. There is a way to deal with that yellow blob, and I probably will get out of here for the time being, but I'm going to turn back into the mouse because I can get in there and get out. And the sheep and the ram and everything just move way too slow for what I'm trying to achieve right now. So I think I just want to hit this. I should do that. And I just want to get out of here and let nature take its course. If you hold Z, I think it's Z, the camera zooms behind you. So if you need to do that, you can, but I'm just going to sit back here and just wait a minute. Because eventually, like, just through the virtue of timing, it was a little off. But eventually that haystack is going to land on that rocket dog. I don't know what it's called. It's a dog that has wheels. It also has a speed engine in it, but it has missiles. That's why you don't want to be stuck over there. Come on. Come on, dude. This isn't going to be literally like it's a half a second off and like I have to get in there and break the cycle, is it? We'll give it another second or two. Just to, you know, hopefully not get just obliterated by it. I don't remember if we need it specifically. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Let's try that. You gotta be kidding me, dude. This is also one of those N64 games where sometimes the camera just decides to move on its own for no actual apparent reason. Is it doing a little damage every time it runs into it? Because I know we got to get up top for something. Let me check and see, like you see that little blue bar there? That little blue bar by the A? That shows you what the enemy's health is. Yeah, I think it's taking a little damage every time. So I think I'm going to go in and just like do a little hit and get out. Get that. I don't see any missiles coming my way, so I don't think it's like... I don't think it's on to me. Maybe I can... If it's not going to do anything to me, maybe I can time it. Let's see. Pretty much instantly. Okay. Camera, will you just cooperate? I have to keep hitting the camera button because it's like... There we go. Got it. I don't really remember if I needed to do that, to be honest. But now we've got like a racing dog. It's got a speed booster. It's got missiles. It doesn't die in the water, you know. We just do this. I think we've got to get the racing dog over there at some point. So I'm not going to go all the way back to get the sheep. So, you know, I'm just going to like, I'm going to go this way. Do I need to jump over there? I think I do, because I don't think I can get a big enough jump to get over there to the water. Pretty sure the carrots are meant to be like platformed on. Unfortunately, this camera is not the most advantageous to do this. But let's find out if we can do this. The floatability definitely comes in handy for this. And we got to stay away from that fox. That fox is... It has wheels, but I think it still has the swipe ability like the previous foxes that didn't have wheels. Is that everything? We grew some carrots. We did that. I think there were 3 objectives, right? Switch off the electric fence. Yeah, that's the last thing we need to do. I don't remember if we have to be the dog to do it or not, but the benefit of this is we can just do this now. Just go ahead and grab it for the sake of it. This is a racing fox. It can teleport, that's right. Tail attack and teleport. So it doesn't speed up. What it does is it does this. Like that. It's not really teleport so much as it just is kind of like a little bit of like, you know, speed forward. Out. Get out. Get out. I know there's a way to get into the house. I think only the fox can, or the dog can get in the house. And I can't remember if it's like, the door just opens. Here we go. And then, we just push that button. The dog, like the electric fence should stop. And we just go through the teleporter. So that is probably going to do it for episode 1. The next time we start, the way I'm going to probably do this is I'm probably going to focus on one section at a time instead of jumping back and forth between levels. Because if you can see, I've already got like the next section open. Because in order to finish the game, you have to do all the sections, because there's like the last level of each section is like its own, you know, little thing. But so that's probably going to do it for episode 1. Next time we start back, we're going to start back at the engine room. I appreciate you watching this episode. I hope you have a great day.